intro to some of the tools in GeoGebra. So if we look over here, starting in the upper left-hand corner, all these icons are the different tools that you have. If you click on any one of them, they usually have a drop-down menu with a couple more tools than what you can see. So we've got a bunch of point tools, intersections, things like that. We've got lines, segments, rays, perpendicular, parallel, tangents, polygons, circles and arc tools, some more conic section tools, some measurement tools, some transformation tools, and then a couple of other bells and whistles kinds of things here. So just quickly I want to show you a couple things. So I'm going to go over to the collection of circle tools. So there's a couple of different ways you can create a circle. I'll just do one here. So I can construct a circle. When I construct it, I get some other information over here. After I create the circle, I can go back to the move tool, and now I should be able to move the circle. And when I do that, you can see I can change the size of the radius. I could construct some other things like semicircle, and when you click, if you look at the bottom, it gives you some help about what you're supposed to do for that tool. So if you wanted center and radius, it gives you directions, or at least some indication of how you're supposed to do that. So circular arc would be a center and 2 points. So I could do a center and 2 points, and I get a circular arc. When I do that, it labels it as D. If I look over here on the algebra side, I can see D is the circular arc, CDE, and it gives you the length of it, 3.2. Again, I can go back to the measurement or the moving tool, and I can change this. It should update dynamically. And if I don't want to look at it anymore, I can also just click it and turn it off. Same thing with C, D, and E. I can just turn those off if I don't want to see them. I also want to add let's see, I want to add a line here that goes between A and B. And then I've also got these measurement tools, so I want to click here. I can do distance or length. So I'm going to do the distance or length on this circle. It gives me the circumference of it. I could also use that same tool with distance or length, and I could do the distance from A to B. And again, all of this stuff is getting populated over here, and can be a little hard to keep track of. So right now, the way it's set up, I believe it is putting these things in the construction as you go. So the last thing you added should be near the bottom. So there's the distance from A to B, which is 2.04. And then one last thing I want to do in this video is to show you how you can do some calculations or computations. So I'm going to look at the distance from A to B. I want to take the circumference and divide it by the radius just to do something here. So I'm going to do click down here, and I'll do circumference, and I can either just type that all the way out, so circumference, or I can just click, and this is the circumference of C, and then I want to divide that by, and then I can do the distance, and I want to do, should have one that's just point and point, I think, so I'm going to do distance from A to B, and hopefully that's the same syntax. And I get 6.28, which, if we think about it, shouldn't be all that surprising. I'm going to click back over here to do move, and we can show that we can update this, and we can see that the circumference divided by the radius is constant. And then one last thing, I can put in a text box here, and I can just say the circumference divided by the radius is, and then I'm going to move down here to advanced, go to the little GeoGebra symbol, and A is the lowercase a is that quotient. Just click it, say OK, and now it tells me the circumference divided by the radius is 6.28.